What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of my transfer roundup. Now, I haven't really done one of these for a while, actually. My first one did actually really well. It's got like over 1,000 views now, which is just mental for me because I usually only get like 30. So thank you so much for that. That is honestly that's just blown my mind. But anyway, let's get into the transfers. We'll start off with Arsenal. Oxlade-Chamberlain is unsure whether a move to Liverpool would be beneficial for him because his future at Arsenal is kind of uncertain. They haven't really decided whether he is going to stay or not. But they've had a few inquiries into whether he would be available, so a move to Arsenal might be on the cards for him. Also for Arsenal, Szczesny and Wilshere are back from loans at Roma and Bournemouth, so they've got sort of backup keeper for Czech, and Wilshere might get into the starting squad if he's playing well. You know, he's quite injury prone, so if he does stay fit, he can be one of, England's best players at times. Also, Lacazette has been heavily linked with Arsenal in recent weeks. Lyon have confirmed a move away for him, so if Arsenal do get him, they could easily become title contenders this season. On to Bournemouth, they've signed Nathan Ake for £19.3 million from Chelsea. He is quite he's young and he's quite talented, young defender. Quite easily capable of playing for Bournemouth for a team like that. And they've also got Defoe for free from the relegated Sunderland. Chelsea have let go of John Terry recently, and he signed a one-year contract at Villa in the Championship. They've also signed Willy Caballero after his contract expired at City. They've also had a lot of interest from Bakayoko still. Nothing's really happened, and the move isn't really confirmed at all. As well as Matic moving away to United has been quite heavily linked with them recently. Everton have made a few signings. They've been on top of their signings this summer transfer window. They've signed Davy Klaassen for £23.6 million from Ajax and Jordan Pickford from the relegated Sunderland for £30 million. That is two quality signings for me anyway. As well as that, Everton have also sent Deulofeu back to Barca. Whether he'll actually play for them is a different matter, but anyway, he's gone. Leicester have signed Harry Maguire from Hull for £17 million. That's pretty decent because Leicester's backline isn't incredible, and having a player like Harry Maguire who can play the ball around to just certify up the defence a little bit is quite good for them, I suppose. Liverpool have finally signed Mohamed Salah for £34 million from Roma. It took quite a while, but they finally got there in the end. And they've also, I'm not really sure what's happening with Van Dijk. I mean, he's not really been linked with anyone recently, and the moves away that would look to be certain have kind of died down for him in the past few days. As well as this, Daniel Sturridge has been blocked from leaving Liverpool by Klopp, as it said it would cost too much to replace him. Now, yeah, obviously he's been inquired about a lot this window, and a lot of teams would like to have Danny Sturridge because he's quite a quality striker. He is quite injury prone, but the top quality he has is worth the money I'm willing to sell him for. But I do get what Klopp's saying. There is a lot of money in the Premier League these days, and it's only going to get higher as the inflation in the transfer market just gets higher and higher. Players that are better than Danny Sturridge are going to be into like the 50, 60 million mark, and he might not want to spend that much money. Manchester City then have been heavily linked with Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal. Sanchez has said that he's made his decision, but it will be announced after the Confederations Cup has finished. Now that finished, as I'm recording this, that finished last night, and they lost 1-0 to Germany. So whether he'll release that in the next couple of days is really up to him. City have also been linked with Naby Keita from Leipzig. From what I've heard of him, I haven't really seen him play. From what I've heard of him, he's quite a solid centre mid. Quite an attacking centre midfielder, and is one of the young talents of the year, I've heard. On to United then. They've had quite a slow transfer market as United standards go. Rumours of Ronaldo coming back have died off. The absolute tax fraud! They've been linked heavily with Matic from Chelsea, and are more than likely going to sign Alvaro Morata from Madrid in the coming weeks, after talks with his agent and United have gone ahead in the past couple of days as well. Monaco have rejected a bid for United target Fabinho from PSG for like 40 million, I believe, meaning they could be expecting a higher bid from them in this window, leaving options open for United at the end of the day. Southampton have sold Jay Rodriguez to West Brom for 12 million, which is just like a pretty bog standard signing in my eyes. Stoke haven't really been doing much this window either, apart from Darren Fletcher and extending the contract of Stephen Ireland for another 6 months as he recovers from his broken leg. Swansea have sold Bafétimbi Gomis to Galatasaray for an undisclosed fee. Now, I'm not sure how well he's going to fare out there because there is a lot of racism out there. I remember Samuel Eto'o, who played for Antalyaspor, I think it was, received a lot of abuse, and I'm pretty sure he was like dropped from the squad for claiming that he was being like racially abused. So whether he plays well out there or not is, a matter of how the fans treat him, to be honest. Tottenham's rumours have also died down in the past few days, with them no longer challenging for Arsenal target Thomas Lemar and Douglas Costa agreeing a deal with Juventus. Their only hope may be that Gareth Bale decides to come back from that loan he's on at Real Madrid. And finally, we might as well talk about West Ham. After holding talks with nearly every striker on the market, we've still bought no one. Onyekuru's gone to Everton over us, and Giroud is also unlikely to join as David Gold and David Sullivan don't like spending more than 4p on any player at once. We've recently been linked with Chicharito or Javier Hernandez from Leverkusen. Now, I'd love him at West Ham because he is such a good striker, but I won't get my hopes up because after all his release clause is 13 million, and that's about 13 more than we are willing to pay. Anyway, that is that. Thank you for watching. That is my second transfer video of the summer transfer window. I'm probably going to do another one at the end, depending on how well this goes down, if it is going to do as well as the other one, which I'm really hoping it does, because that one is over like 1,000 views, as I said before, which is just insane. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like below, subscribe if you are new around here, and I will see you next time. Peace!